Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for July. I hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aries out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Aries, please don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. Okay, so your energy came out very readily, which is a good sign. You're starting out with the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Tower in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, so I do see that you're being very patient about something. You've gone through a very life-shattering or life-changing event here, and I feel like you're rebuilding yourself. This could be work-related, although, you know, generally this is a love reading, but this could be somehow, you know, affecting your work in some manner, because I'm seeing something to do with money here. I'm seeing for a few of you there's work involved with this. But regardless, I feel like you've gone through something here that really was shaken down to the very foundation because it wasn't built on a strong foundation. So now you're rebuilding. You're doing this very patiently. I feel like you're putting in the work for this. You're putting in the effort, and you're trying to get everything just right. You're really investing your time, your resources, your money, everything you're investing right now. You're doing it very methodically, very with a lot of thought. It's not haphazard. So that's really good energy, Aries. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aries energy. A lot of you are working a lot right now, trying to rebuild. You could have had some sort of a financial loss. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Three of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is somebody who has experienced some sort of loss in their life. They've had heartbreak here. It's difficult to tell if it was with you or it was outside of this situation, but we will clarify all of that. But this is somebody who's healing from heartbreak. They've done a lot of healing. I do feel like this is somebody who has very strong boundaries now as a result of having their heart broken. And I feel like there's something to do with something written, text or written communication here. But I feel like it almost feels like this person may have written text and then not sent them. They might be journaling their feelings. And that does seem to be with regard to you. This is somebody who is not very mature with their communication. Page of Wands in the reverse can also indicate that this person, when things don't go the way they want, they can be very immature. They could be like, they could pout. They could stop communication. But I will say that this is somebody who has very strong boundaries at this point. I do feel like they're willing to talk with you if this is someone, you know, that you've had any kind of an issue with. And I do feel like they would be willing to heal any situation between the two of you. Let me see the energy between you and this person. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So things here kind of took a downward turn, and now there's all this stuck energy. Nobody is really moving things forward. Everything is kind of stuck. You may be watching to see, you know, what this person's going to do, because I do feel like for some reason this is someone that you've invested, you know, a lot of energy with, and you're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here, but I don't really see you taking action. I don't see them taking action. There's a lot of stuck energy. Show me what is affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting the connection between Aries and this person. Ten of Cups. Emotional satisfaction. So at some point, you were very happy with this person. Yeah, and I feel like you'd like to rebuild this. I feel like they would like to heal this. Let me see the outcome for Aries and this person. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Now that could simply mean that your wish fulfillment is on its way. But right now, by the end of the week, I'm not seeing that you're going to be getting what it is that you're wanting here. I do see you putting in effort. I see this person being willing to talk with you, but they're very guarded. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and this does indicate a lack of communication and also a lack of forward movement. It's almost like neither party really knows what direction they want to take this in. So I'm getting the feeling like this is somebody that you have a past with, Aries, and there was something, a tower moment that happened here that kind of shook everything down to its core. And, you know, this person was heartbroken over this. There's a lack of communication, but I do feel like you both think about each other and you both want to, you know, talk. So let's clarify. Spirit, what is the 7 of Pentacles here for Aries? Oh yeah, King of Cups, you do have feelings for this person. Show me why the 7 of Pentacles is here for Aries. Temperance. You may even feel that you were led to this person. You definitely have feelings, and I feel like you've invested in this person emotionally quite a bit. I feel like you kind of are keeping a little bit of an eye on them. You want to heal this. They want to heal this. You'd like to bring balance in. And by the way, Aries, you're being, with regard to love matters, your heart is being guarded here. Some of you could have worked with this person or met this person through something you did with work. But I feel like you're being guarded. You're being guided here with regard to love and where to invest and where to not invest. All right, we have the Hangman and the 7 of Pentacles again. So you've been waiting. These are both cards of waiting. Great patience, waiting to see what's going to happen. You know, is it possible for this to be rebuilt? So let's see why the 8 of Pentacles is here. You know, there's also this thought, if you do invest in this, if you put your attention into this, if you work with this person and try to heal it, you know, is it going to lead to wish fulfillment? Is it going to lead to your 10 of Cups? You also have the 3 of Swords in the reverse and the Emperor. Okay, so some of you may feel that this person is a deep soulmate or possibly your twin flame. There's a sense here that you feel that this person is your person, that this person was sent to you. You were intended to meet this person, that it's a divine couple. I also see that, you know, you're willing to put the effort into healing this connection. I feel like you think about this person a lot. With the Emperor here, that's an indication that you've decided to take control of your life. You're willing to put in that effort to heal the connection. So let me look at their energy. Show me why the 3 of Swords is in reverse for the person in Aries energy, please. Show me why the 3 of Swords is in reverse for the person in Aries energy. 2 of Swords and the 4 of Wands reverse. So this person has a decision to make, and I feel like they don't quite know what decision to make. I don't know, Aries, if maybe because you're seated in your power here. The Emperor is the card of Aries in the major arcana. And so I feel like you are definitely seated in your power, and you're coming across as very powerful. You've done a lot of healing, and now you're taking charge of this situation. You're bossing up. Some of you guys could be like business owners or high-level managers, but you're bossing up in your energy, and your energy is really good. And I feel like you've been waiting to do this. You've been waiting to rebuild with this person. Now, they're at a crossroads. They are having to make a decision here about whether or not to heal this connection. I do feel that some of you were actually married to this person. If you weren't married to them, you were in a long-standing commitment with them. And when this ended, I feel like this person kind of lost the stability in their life. They were heartbroken. They felt there was a lack of stability. They were probably isolating a little bit. And now they're coming to a decision. Do they stay apart from you, or do they actually work together with you to heal this? And I feel like they're kind of going back and forth. They're trying to make this decision without emotion. They're trying to, set the emotions aside and make a logical decision. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands reversed. We have the 5 of Cups reversed. It's that same energy of not really knowing which direction to go. I'm seeing that repeatedly in their energy. So they are acknowledging that there are a lot of problems. The problems in this connection were overwhelming, but they're also looking at it and saying, maybe there's still love here. Maybe the two of us can have a very happy relationship. Some of you have children with this person. But I feel like this person is definitely kind of looking back at it, and they're thinking, well, maybe there's still love here. Maybe this is a situation I should move towards. And then they're looking at all the problems that were in the connection and problems moving forward as well. So this is what they're doing. While they're not talking with you currently, it looks like they're kind of going over it. Now, some of you may have some communication with this person, but they're not telling you this. This is what they're keeping to themselves. And I feel like this isn't the best of communicators to begin with. They're a little bit overwhelmed with making this decision right now. I do feel like they went through a deep depression. I feel like this is somebody that went through a heartbreak over this situation. So they definitely have some concerns about, moving this forward. Let me see why the Queen of Swords is here. Show me the Queen of Swords for the person in Aries energy, please. Show me the Queen of Swords for the person in Aries energy. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups, and we have Justice in the reverse. So the reason this person is so guarded is because they felt like you had not treated them correctly at some point. They felt very wronged in this connection. And I do feel that they walked away from the connection. They're looking for karmic justice, and that's why that guard is really high. Their guard is up. For a few of you, this person may have walked away from you and ended this connection, because I am seeing that timeline as well. And they feel that they didn't do the right thing. Yeah, so take it as it resonates for you, but somebody walked away in this connection. Let me look at the energy between you and this person. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse between Aries and this person? Ace of Pentacles, and there's that 10 of Cups. So yeah, this person, I feel like you're on the same wavelength here as far as healing this connection. You want a stable new beginning. You want, things to get unstuck, to begin moving forward, to basically turn over a new leaf. This person also feels that they could be happy with you. I feel like some of you were married to this person, or you have children with them. There was a long-standing connection though. And I do feel like things currently are stuck, but it looks like they're starting to shift. They're starting to move in a more positive direction. And incidentally, if you, so some of you guys, Aries, some of you are, like I said, either business owner or a, high-level manager, and you really love what you do for work. I see a sum of money coming in, a large sum of money coming in. It could be through an investment, or it could even be a time investment, but it's going to be really good. It's going to balance things out for you. And it's a gift from, you know, the Most High. So yeah, just that's a side note. But as far as between you and this person, you both are looking for the same thing. You want this new beginning. You want to heal this. This person is at the crossroads. They feel like they could be happy with you. They have been in the past. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Why is the Ten of Cups here? If this person walked away, they may, you know, have regrets for having done so. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. That's your underlying energy. So I do see that what's affecting the connection is that plans are being made. Some of you live at a distance from this person. But look at what you have here, Aries. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups. So you definitely have deep feelings for this person, and you've been waiting for this to come together. And I do feel like you want it to come together. Your cup is running over. You have all these emotions, but you're also looking at it from a practical and grounded standpoint. So I feel like if you had a choice between this person and anyone else, you would choose this person. And I do feel like there are plans being made in order to bring this together into a happy reconciliation. The person in your energy, they are not as clear-sighted as you are. And I just want to be honest with you about that. This is somebody who definitely is not the best communicator. And I do feel like they have spent a lot of time looking at the past. And now they're starting to look towards the future, and the fact that the two of you could be, you know, a good pair, that the two of you could work this out, and that the love has not been lost in this connection. But you need to be aware that this person went through a lot. They went through depression. They went through, you know, a lot of sadness, a lot of heartbreak. And so this is a little bit overwhelming to them right now. And I do think that they're not telling you that. You know, I think that they have some concerns that they're not really they're not able to communicate. I don't see them being deceptive with it. I just feel like they are not the best communicator, and they're not able to really effectively communicate to you that this is overwhelming to them. This is also somebody who has other options, but I don't believe that they're open to those options, because they really were only looking at this connection. They were not healed from it, although they've done a lot of healing. Let me see the outcome between Aries and this person. Show me the outcome between Aries and this person. Okay, so there's the effort being put in. And I feel like it's being put in on both sides. So we have the but mostly on your side, we have the 8 of coins, we have the Lovers in reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So it's going to take some effort to get this where you want it to be. I do see plans being made. For some of you, distance is a factor in this, but I do see you both putting in the work, putting in the effort. Again, somebody out there, you may work with this person. There's something to do with working with this person, and there could be legal implications, because if that's the case, one of you is in a more elevated position, like a manager. So be careful with that. But regardless, I do see you both putting in the effort to work this out. It's still stuck energy right now. That could be because of distance. It could just be because, you know, this person's still holding back. But I do feel that it's not going to come together by the end of the week, but it's possible that it will come together down the road. Because, see, you still have the Lovers in reverse. They have the Ace of Wands in reverse, right? And so that tells me that in time, it can go into the upright, and then 9 of Cups. You both get what it is that you want. You both get wish fulfillment. It's in the reverse right now, So I see the work going into it, I see the effort going into it, but I don't see it actually coming together just yet. And there's a few things that you can do with regard to that. This person is asking for karmic justice as to why this connection ended. Their boundaries are high. So taking charge of the situation the way you're doing, letting this person know that you're choosing them, that this, you know, there is no one else that you would choose. I feel like that investment is going to help to alleviate this person's fears. All right. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and it does indicate to me that while there may have been a physical ending here, this connection is far from over. There's definitely unfinished business. All right, Aries, I'm going to pull some oracles for you. We'll see if anything pops out. Pulling for the sign of Aries. All right. Yeah, it says air sign. So again, we're getting air signs. So if you are dealing with an air sign or someone with strong air in their chart, this could be very relevant for you. So a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. And keep in mind, they don't have to have, you know, like their sun sign doesn't have to be an air sign. They could just have it somewhere very strong in their chart. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aries. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Aries, namaste.